Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and we are filming another video, which is always exciting for me anyway. I don't know for my viewers or not, because my YouTube channel is not popular, who cares. Anyway, and today we are doing a video about me studying 3 languages. That's a six. 3 languages. Yeah, I am currently studying 3 languages, which is a lot for me without really a lot of teachers' help. I only get 2 teachers for the 2 of those languages. And I'm just going to talk about how I study them, give you some advice, give you some tips, and I'm only so I'm going to describe it later on. I'm just doing an intro here right now. But anyway, so yeah, this is just a video about how I study 3 languages. And without further ado, let's just get right into this video. Let's start off this video by talking what languages I'm doing in the first place. So it is Russian, Irish, and Italian. And we're going to start off with Russian, and I'm going to talk about why and my level of these languages. So my level of Russian is, it is my first language. I speak it at home. Whenever I go back to my home country, I speak it all the time. So it is pretty much high up there. I know how to speak it, I know how to write it, I know how to read in it, I understand it. But there's obviously mistakes which I make in grammar, which I'm trying to build up right now, because I am planning, the reason I'm doing Russian is because I'm going to sit my Russian Leaving Cert exam. Yeah, Russian Leaving Cert, yeah, can't even speak. I'm going to sit my Russian Leaving Cert exam this year, which some of you already knew that, probably because you watched my old videos. Some of you might not know this, but yeah, I'm going to sit my Russian Leaving Cert exam. And because of that, I need to kind of build up my grammar and learn I have a bit of spelling mistakes every now and then. And yeah, so I know how to speak it. Oral will be fine for me. Listening is fine for me because I'm able to understand everything that is said to me in Russian, and I'm able to write and read in it, so I'm absolutely fine. It's just the grammar that I need to build up. So my level of Russian is kind of high up there. It's kind of like, it's not even mediocre, it's high up there because it's my first language. I'm pretty good at it. It's just the grammar. And I'm getting help. I have a teacher I'm getting help with doing Russian, so that's a plus for me. So I'm doing Russian by myself, and I am getting help in Russian. Second language is Irish, and I've been doing Irish since first year because I didn't do it in primary school, and I am really bad at it. I do not understand the basics because I never did the basics, and now 6th year, 1 year before the Leaving Cert, I decided, you know what, maybe I should learn some Irish. So I started off by doing basics. My level of Irish is just somewhere around here. Like, I understand a couple of words, and now I'm able to write a sentence. And so it's kind of like the basic level of Irish. I have a basic level of Irish, not even basic, maybe like lower than basic, but somewhere around between there. I'm getting up to the basic level of Irish. And I do Irish in school. I'm ordinary level, obviously, and I'm going to sit my Leaving Cert of Irish in June, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I obviously need to at least know something because, in Leaving Cert Irish, we learn poems and stories in Irish. We need to write an essay in Irish, and I don't know anything. And it's just great to catch up. So my level is basics, and that's the reason I'm doing Irish. And the very last language is what I'm doing is Italian, and I am the beginner level. I am absolutely at the beginning level of Italian. I did Italian in TY for like 10 weeks, so I was able to learn at least something. And so, but my level of Italian is still at the beginning, right at the beginning. And the reason I'm doing Italian is just, I really like the language. I really enjoy doing it in TY. And I prefer it to French or German. And the reason I'm doing it is because, I really want to learn the language, and there's something about Italy that I just really like. I love their cuisine, I love that it's the fashion capital, I love their culture, and I love the language. So I just decided to, what, if I like that much things about Italy, why not try to learn the language? So I'm learning language of Italian. So those are the 3 languages I'm doing, and there I give you the reasons why, and I give you my level at them. And what I do, we're going to start off with the next now thing, is where and how I do it. So obviously Russian is, I know it, but I get taught it in school once a week. And it's just grammar stuff. And basically what I do is I just do Leaving Cert past papers. Because, that just helps me out. So I just do Leaving Cert past papers. And that's how I basically learn Russian. Irish I do on Duolingo. Duolingo, really great. You learn. I know some people say it's bad, but I like it right now from what level I am at right now. And then I have these two copies. So there's my Irish grammar copy. So what I do is, anytime I go into Duolingo, and if there's a new adjective, vocab, verb, personal pronouns that I don't know, I write it down here. And then after I finish like a lesson in Duolingo, I go to the back of the copy, and I try to at least, I'm going to form like a little paragraph, a little sentence in English, and try to translate from the vocab I was able to get from that lesson. And that's how I basically pick up Irish in some kind of way. And then Italian, it's the same thing. I do the exact same thing as Duolingo, and then I write down everything into my copy about what I need to know, because and there's a lot, because beginners level. And yeah, and then I just go back and do that. But the advantage with Irish is I do it in school, and I don't get help in Italian. I do it all by myself, which is hard, and I'm trying my best, but I am able to kind of pick it up in somewhat way, like learn at least some kind of basic idea of what Italian is about, and like, some adjectives, some verbs, some vocab, some personal pronouns every now and then. And that's how I learn Italian. But just the advantage with the Irish is I have a teacher, which is not great, and she's obviously not doing the basics and the grammar with us and all that. She's kind of moving on with the course, with the oral and the stories and the poems and the essays and all that. But at least that helps, because I'm doing Irish six times a week. So that kind of helps me up. But Italian is all by myself, and I do Italian like once a week. Like, I pick a day, and that's the day I do Italian. So I probably won't be able to learn Italian for another while, but Irish is at least, I'm picking it up somewhat already, and I hopefully be at least able to do something by the time I set my leaving cert on Irish. But anyway, that's what we're doing with my languages. And next thing that I want to talk to you about is some advice. So obviously the number one thing I recommend is Duolingo. Really great. I might just turn it on there myself. I love Duolingo. Alrighty, so here we are in Duolingo, and here's my account. So I have, I didn't know that even happened, so basic 2 is breaking down, so I have to do that again. I have my 3 languages here: Irish, Italian, and Russian. And what I do is I do basics 1, I have basic 1 complete and basic 2 complete. It just turns out I have to redo them again because they apparently break and so. And then I'm moving on to phrases, and then I'm going to do all the rest that I have to do on Duolingo. Same thing with Italian. If Italian would open for me. Here we are. So in Italian, I just did basics 1 so far, and I just moved on to basics 2. And then it's obviously phrases, food, and whatever we're moving on to next. So I might just do one, which I'll just quickly do. Irish basics 1, just kind of rebuild my reputation again. Restore my reputation there. Perfect. So I'll just do the practice. So I am team. Now that that's done and I've restored my basic 1 reputation, that's how it basically works every single time. I just do all these little questions and I pick up my Irish grammar and my vocab, obviously. And it really helps a lot. I really learned a lot by doing that with Irish and Italian. And obviously I do that with Russian, but obviously I kind of get everything with it in Russian. And I might just quickly do a quick exercise now in Russian again, just while we're at it. And that's how we do people. So we got a lesson in Irish and a lesson in Russian done. Obviously in Russian was really easy. I know I got that one question wrong, which I was like, I just forgot the one little grammar thing there. But yeah, that's why I need to catch up my grammar. But that's how I basically do it. That's how we did Russian and Irish and Italian. Is all doing Duolingo for now. Maybe I'll move on to something else. If you have any recommendations, tell me that there's some more better apps to learn languages, please do. But for now I'm working with Duolingo and my own little copies. And next thing that I want to move on to is talking about advice for learning a language. Obviously, number one thing is I would definitely recommend, if you're starting off, is looking at the alphabet. Like in Russian, the alphabet is really difficult. It's a really difficult alphabet in Russian. There's a lot of new extra letters that you would not find in normal like English or French or German alphabet. And what's the name? It's a very interesting alphabet. So yeah, I would start off by always looking at the alphabet and then working your way onwards. And then I would obviously recommend to not rush into it and take your slow time at it. Because if you take your time and you don't do it every day, it will be fine. Because if you're doing it every day and you're stressing out that you need to get that done, you need to learn more, I need to get this language done, you will not learn it because you're just stressing yourself out and you're rushing into it and you're not picking up any vocabulary or grammar with it on the way. That's what I do. That's why I like to take Italian at least once a week, so I can just, one day when I'm feeling it, I sit down and I just take my time doing Italian and I pick up my vocabulary and my grammar on the way. Like obviously you saw how my Irish and my Italian levels are. I'm still only on the basics and I've been doing this for the past like 2 weeks I think so, and I'm still on the basics because I'm not rushing into this. Like I obviously probably should rush a bit into Irish because I have a leaving cert to sit, but I'm not stressing over it and I'm kind of taking my time at it. But that's another advice I'll give you. Another advice I'll give you is always keep an eye on the grammar. Grammar is one number thing that is really hard to pick up on. And I made so much grammar mistakes in Irish and in Italian and sometimes even in Russian. Grammar is the one thing that I will definitely keep a very close eye on to. It's like number one thing that you really need to pay attention to. So yeah, look, start off by the alphabet and then move on to more difficult stuff. Like after the alphabet I'll probably go on to personal pronouns. At least I'll just say I am, you are, she is, he is, they are, we are, and so on and so forward. And then move on to learning some very basic vocab and then picking it up from there. Because how Duolingo does it, I like it, is like, even in Russian here, I see that they start off with the alphabet because Russian has a very difficult alphabet if you're thinking about studying Russian. And then moving on to the basics, one phrase is basics too. And that's how I like about Duolingo here. And yeah, so start off with the alphabet and go from there. Second advice is, what did I say about the second one? Yes, don't rush into it. Don't like go straight into it. Don't stress yourself out. Take your time. You will pick it up and it will get on with you throughout the time you're learning it. And the third thing is look out for grammar. Grammar is one thing that I will definitely keep a close eye on because grammar is very difficult, and even me as my first language is Russian, I still make grammar mistakes, and even sometimes I make spelling mistakes. Even in English I make a lot of grammar mistakes, and English is my second language. But yeah, so here's my little video about how I started languages, Italian, Russian and Irish. So Duolingo, really recommend, and then the advice I give you. So yeah. Alrighty guys, that was the video and I hope you learned something from this. Maybe you didn't even watch the video, who cares. I hope some of you found it interesting and, you know, got a bit of knowledge about me, how I study languages, and I hope it will help you to study languages as well. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you whenever I upload a video next, and yeah, bye.